It's time to head into the WSLM Sports Zone. Get ready for tonight's action with Brock and Kelsey Dawson as they bring you the live broadcast of the Salem Lady Lions basketball team. Follow along on WSLM 97.9 FM or on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Buckle in. Here we go.
All right, we are live at Mitchell High School. We've got Salem Lady Lions playing the Mitchell Blue Jackets. And tonight is, Mitchell has already had a game, and this is Salem's first game. I believe they had one on the schedule. I don't know if that game was played or not. I do not have Brock with me today. He is at a men's conference for our church. So I'm going to try this on my own and see how it goes. We've got 43 seconds left in warm-up, and then we'll get started here shortly in the lineup. And so from there, we've got head coach for Salem, Wade Tomlinson. The JV coach for Salem is Christy Knoll, assistant coach J.D. Wade Swift. And the managers this year are Maddie Akers, Natalie Boutel, and Lauren Davidson. And this year's trainer is still Mallory Nice, athletic director Hank Whedon. And for Mitchell, we've got head coach Dakota Brasher, varsity assistant Jamie Cummins, and JV coach Dusty Maudlin. And student manager is Carolyn Connor. And we're about to go into the national anthem, and we'll be right back. Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright dawn through the perilous tide, o'er the ramparts we won, were so gallantly streaming, and runs and that a flag was due then. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of brave.
Hi, this is Becky White at the John Jones GM City dealership in Salem. Let's check in with Caleb Perkaiser for the John Jones Auto Minute.
This is Caleb Perkaiser with John Jones Auto Group. You feel that chill in the air? Fall's finally here. Pumpkin spice, bonfires, and time to make sure your car's ready for the cold. We're helping folks get road ready for cooler weather. With free multi-point inspections and scheduled maintenance, great prices on tires, batteries, and brakes, and service specials that'll keep you rolling all season long. And don't forget our fall sales event with huge savings on Chevy Silverados, Traverses, and Equinoxes. Yep, whether you're tailgating, leaf piling, or just trying to beat that first frost, John Jones GM City has the deals to keep you comfortable and confident behind the wheel. Plus, we've got locations close to home in Salem, Corden, Scottsburg, and Greenville. John Jones GM City, your hometown dealer for every season. You see so many because they paid so little.
Call today at 812-570-5307. or find them online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
All right, we just finished the Star Spangled Banner, and we're about to do the lineup. We're going to start with Salem. Number 1, Amity Bat, 5'5" guard in 9th grade. Number 5, Marissa Redmond, 5'8" freshman. She's a forward. Number 11, Hadley Keith, she is 5'4" guard, freshman. Number 15, Alexis Maudlin, 5'6" guard, she is a senior. And number 22, Kinsley Hollowell, 5'7" guard, she is also a freshman. So we've got 4 freshmen and a senior starting. And for Mitchell, starting lineup, we've got number 1, Paisley Maudlin. She is a 5'6" senior. Number 2, Leanne Thompson, a 5'5" junior. Number 5, Asia Saunders, a 5'4" junior. Number 11, Rayleigh Thompson, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 15, Abigail Fountain, a 5'10" sophomore. And their coach is Dakota Brasher. And the rest of the Salem Lions, we've got number 2, Jenna Little, 5'5" sophomore. Paisley Shafteen, 5'4" junior. Abigail Hardy, number 4, a 5'9" junior. Adley Day, a 5'7" freshman. Gwen Tucker, 5'7" freshman. Paisley Stewart, 5'7" freshman. Bailey Smith, a 5'4" guard. She is a junior. And Sydney Wilson, she is a 5'9" junior also. They just did tip-off, and Mitchell has the first possession. Number 2, Leanne Thompson at the top of the key. She kicks to the right side of the court. They feed the post to Abigail Fountain. Got a shot up. No good. It's rebounded by number 5, by number 5, Marissa Redmond. And number 22, Salem Kinsley Hollowell shoots a 3 from the top left, and it is good. And Mitchell passes it in, throws it across court. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Salem's ball on the opposite end of the court. Mitchell is pressing. It's going to be 15. Alexis Maudlin passes it in, and number 11 passes full court pass up to Hollowell, and Salem gets the layup, and Salem is leading 5-0. An awesome start for Salem. And Mitchell calls a timeout, 30 seconds. And awesome start for Salem. Mitchell was pressing. We'll see what they do coming out of this. We're going to do a quick commercial and come back.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating, there's one name you can count on: Temple and Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects, they've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple and Temple Excavating at 812-883-6644. Temple and Temple, digging deep and building strong communities, one project at a time. Call Temple and Temple today and get the job done right.
All right, Mitchell just passed the ball in. There was a little timeout powwow between the refs. I don't know what that was about, but now they're back in it. Salem's got the ball. In the left corner, it is swung to number 5, who drives it in. That's Salem, Marissa Redmond. She scores the layup. from the right side of the court, and Salem is pressing. Mitchell's struggling to get the ball in. They pass it in. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be Salem's ball underneath their basket on the corner. Actually, yeah, on the corner. Alexa Maudlin's going to pass it in. And they're in a stack. And number 11, Hadley Keith, she cuts to get it. She's got the ball at the top right. Swings it over to Redmond. Redmond over to Bat. Bat's got the ball at the top of the key. Swings it over to Keith. Keith crosses over. Hands it off to Alexis Maudlin. Drives it in. Shoots it from the left side, and she's short. And Mitchell gets the rebound. She's guarded by Hadley Keith. And they're going to call a foul on Keith, it looks like, at the half-court line. That is Salem's first team foul. And they're going to, Mitchell is going to sub in number 20, which is Blackwell, for number 15, Fountain. And Paisley Maudlin throwing the ball in for Mitchell. She throws it into number 2, Leanne Thompson, who is guarded by Hadley Keith, I'm sorry. And Mitchell's got the ball, number 5, shoots a 3 from the right wing. That's Asia Saunders. That is good. That's going to give Mitchell their first points, 3-7. Number 22 from Salem, shoots the layup. That was Hollowell. She missed, rebounded by Mitchell. Mitchell got the ball at the top of their key. Number 2, Leanne Thompson. And she hasn't found anyone to pass. She passes it off to the right side. That's Rayleigh Blackwell. Blackwell back to the top of the key to Thompson. Thompson's going to drive in, dishes it off to the right corner. And number 20, Blackwell, kicks it off to Thompson at the top of the key. Thompson is guarded by Hadley Keith, who forces a turnover. And it's going to be Salem's ball. Taking it out, it's going to be Alexis Maudlin. Mitchell is pressing. Maudlin passes it into Hadley Keith. There's 5:23 left in the first quarter. It's 3-7. Salem ahead. Back cutting. Number 22, Hollowell, shoots it from the right side. And that is good. That was Hollowell for 9 points for Salem. Hadley Keith causing a turnover for Mitchell. Number 22, Hollowell, tries to get it, but it goes out of bounds. And Salem's going to sub Hadley Keith out for number 35, Sydney Wilson. Mitchell's taking it out on the opposite end of their court, passes it in to number 11, who swings it up to number 20, Blackwell. Blackwell shoots, misses, and Salem knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Mitchell's ball under their basket. And for Mitchell, they're going to take it out. Number 11, that is Thompson. She's about to pass it in. Passes it in to Thompson. Thompson over to number 20, Blackwell. Oh, there's 2 Thompsons. Blackwell's got the ball over to Leanne Thompson. Leanne Thompson to number 11, Rayleigh Thompson, who passes it to 20, Blackwell. Blackwell shoots, misses the 3, and that is rebounded by Hollowell. Hollowell over to Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson passes up to number 1, Amity Bat. Bat over to Hollowell. And they're going to call, I'm not sure what they called here, maybe a foul on number 11 reaching in. So that's going to be Mitchell's first team foul. Alexis Maudlin taking it out under their basket. Looking for somebody to pass it into. Passes it into Hollowell on the right side, who feeds the post. It's to Sydney Wilson. And that is bobbled. And number 11 from Mitchell gets the breakaway, shoots the shot, misses. And that is rebounded by number 1 for Salem, Amity Bat. She takes it in and scores the layup for Salem, and that's going to give Salem 11, Mitchell 3. Mitchell passes it up the court to number 1, Paisley Maudlin, and they're going to call it travel on her. And Coach Tomlinson is subbing in number 11 for 1, which is Hadley Keith in for Amity Bat. And Mitchell is going to sub Abigail Fountain in for number 5, Asia Saunders. Taking it out under Mitchell's basket is Alexis Smodlin, passes it in to Hadley Keith, bringing up the court. Mitchell is pressing. Hadley Keith has it at the top of the key, trying to find a way in, passes it over to Hollowell, shot fake at the three-point line. Susan makes it, but they called a travel on the shot fake. So it's going to be Mitchell's ball. Salem is pressing, doing like a 2-2-1, I guess you might call it. This would be an instance where it would be nice for Brock to be here because he would probably know the technical term for that. Hadley Keith has the ball, stole it from Mitchell, passed it up the court to number 5, Redmond, who scored the layup, and that's going to get Salem 13, Mitchell 3, and Mitchell called a full timeout, and we are going to go to a quick commercial.
Move over, Turkey. It's Chicken Month at your Salem and Southern Indiana McDonald's. We're celebrating our favorite chicken items and pairings all month long with unmissable value and bold new flavors. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? At McDonald's, they both come with savings. Grab a $5 sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles extra value meal and an $8 10-piece chicken McNuggets extra value meal for a limited time. National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day, only on November. 9. Celebrate National Fried Chicken Day by scoring a $2 McCrispy sandwich, available for 1 day, exclusively through the McDonald's app. And be sure and get your chicken sauced up with new Buffalo Ranch sauce. Add our new Buffalo Ranch sauce to any order, or grab a Buffalo Ranch snack wrap, Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich, and Deluxe Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich. Stop by Salem McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or before and after the basketball games this winter. At McDonald's, we're loving it.
We are back. 3:30 left in the first quarter. Salem Lady Lions versus the Mitchell Lady Blue Jackets. The score is 3-13. Salem leading, and Mitchell's got the ball opposite of their basket. They just passed it in. Salem's defense has them pretty frazzled. Number 11 just shot, and it was short. That was Hadley. Oh, sorry. For Mitchell, that was number 11, Rayleigh Thompson. Salem's got the ball on their end, and number 5, Marissa Redmond, shoots, and she is fouled on the shot. She's going to take 2 free throws, and there's 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Salem's got 13, and Mitchell's got 3. Shooting is Marissa Redmond, number 5. She misses her first one. Amity Bat going in for Alexis Modlin, and number 5 for Salem's going to attempt her second one. That's Marissa Redmond. That shot is good. That's going to give Salem 14, Mitchell 3. 3:11 left in the first quarter. Mitchell's got the ball, passing it up, guarded by Hadley. Hadley Keith, and Mitchell they blew the whistle. I'm waiting to see what that was. Number 5, Marissa Redmond for Salem fouled. So that's going to be Mitchell's ball. That's Salem's second team foul. And Mitchell passes it in to number 2, Leanne Thompson. Thompson over to Paisley Moglin. Over to number 20, Rayleigh Blackwell. She feeds the post, or tries to feed it into Abigail Fountain, but it's tipped out of bounds by Salem's Sydney Wilson. So Mitchell's going to try again. They're going to pass it in under their basket. Mitchell's in the stack. Salem looks like they're in the 2-3. It's passed into number 11, who airballs it from the corner, and it's rebounded by number 5, Marissa Redmond. Hadley Keith passes it over to Hollowell in the right corner, who shoots a 3. It's close, but it misses. And Mitchell's bringing it up the court right now. Number 1 swinging it to number 2. So Modlin to Thompson, and it's passed over to Rayleigh Thompson, who passes it to the top of the key to Leanne Thompson. They are in a I don't know what they're in, 1-3-1. Hadley Keith gets the steal. She's going to bring it up the court, and she passes it off to Hollowell, who passes it to Bat. Bat shoots the three, misses. It's bobbled around by Cindy Wilson and Mitchell's number 1, Maudlin, and it's going to be Salem's ball under their basket. Number 22, Hollowell, is coming out of the game, and it looks like, I'm not sure who came back in for her, Alexis Maudlin. Hadley Keith feeds it into number 5 in the post, who kicks it back out to Bat. Bat swings it over to Hadley Keith, back over to Bat, who feeds it into Cindy Wilson. Cindy drops it, and then Mitchell's number 20 gets on the floor. That's Rayleigh Blackwell. And ultimately, it's going to be Mitchell's ball out of bounds. I'm not sure what they called for that to be a turnover. I know it went out of bounds. So that's going to be Mitchell, number 2, bringing it up the court. Salem is back in like a 2-3. And number 1, Maudlin feeds it into their post. Number 15, Fountain. Fountain kicks it back out to number 2, Leanne Thompson. It is stolen by Bat, who's driving it in for a layup, and number 2 doesn't quite have her feet set to guard that layup and is called with a foul. So that's going to be Bat shooting 2 with 1:22 left in the first quarter. It is 14 Salem, 3 Mitchell. That's taking her first free throw, and that one is good. Gives Salem 15 to Mitchell 3. That takes her second. That one's short. Alexis Maudlin gets a hand on it, but doesn't get it. But Hadley Keith gets it, and it's back over to Mitchell. Salem's getting back. Mitchell's bringing it up. Number 2, Leanne Thompson, guarded by Hadley Keith. Leanne Thompson is trying to find a way in. Hadley Keith reaches in, gets it. It's bobbled, and that recovers it from the floor, but they're going to call it over and back on Bat. So it's going to be Mitchell's ball. And number 22, Hollowell, back in the game, and number 5, Redmond, coming out of the game. Mitchell's number 1, Maudlin, passing it in to number 2, Leanne Thompson. Thompson at the top of the key, tries to feed the post, but it is stolen. Alexis Maudlin passes it up the floor to Hollowell, and it's a little long and hit by several people, so it went out of bounds. It's going to be Mitchell's ball, and that's going to be Paisley Maudlin passing it in. Number 11 coming in the game for Mitchell. That's Rayleigh Thompson coming in for Leanne Thompson. And Mitchell is bringing it up the court. That's Rayleigh Thompson bringing it up. She passes over to number 5. Asia Saunders back and forth between Asia and Rayleigh Thompson. Thompson trying to find a way in, but Hadley Keith is putting a lot of pressure on. Number 20 feeds it into the post to Abigail Fountain, who kicks it back out to Rayleigh Thompson, who shoots what looks like a 3, but her foot was on the line, so they're counting it as 2. So that gives Mitchell 5 points. Salem's got 15. There's 11 seconds in the game. Hadley Keith did, I think, it over and back. I wasn't really looking. But it is 5-15, 11 seconds, and coming back in the game for Mitchell is Leanne Thompson. For number 5, Asia Saunders. Leanne Thompson's got the ball at the top of the key, 8 seconds. Mitchell's got it. They're going to feed the post, take it out to the left corner, and it is stolen by Hollowell, who drives, but the time ran out, and that's going to be ending the first quarter. Salem Lady Lions versus Mitchell Blue Jackets. And it's 15-5, and we're going into the second quarter, and we're going to take a quick commercial break.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming. But expert relief is closer than you think. SNEC now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, SNEC Neurosurgery and SNEC Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of SNEC Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. SNEC Spine Care Program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads SNEC Orthopedic Spine. Together, these 2 practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's SNEC, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care without having to travel far. Visit SNECmed.org to learn more. SNEC Orthopedic Spine and SNEC Neurosurgery, expert spine care, close to home.
8 minutes in the second quarter. The clock has begun. Salem versus the Lady Blue Jackets. Salem has 15, Blue Jackets have 5. And Salem is underway, just passes it in to number 5, Marissa Redmond, who turns and scores it under the basket, giving Salem 17. Mitchell's got the ball now. Leanne Thompson at the top of the key, and she's looking to pass to someone. Passes it to the right corner to Rayleigh Blackwell. Girls are cutting, trying to get open. They've hit Haley Hall. This is her first time in. She's at the top right. She passes it, tries to pass it into the post, but it's stolen by Hadley Keith. Pass break up the court and pulls back. And she's going to pass it into Bat on the left side. Bat dribbles in, shoots a layup, but she misses. She tries to get her own rebound, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Mitchell's ball. And coming in for Salem is Sydney Wilson for number 11, Hadley Keith. Mitchell's going to pass it in to number 2. That is Leanne Thompson, bringing it up the court. Salem's back in a 2-3 or 3-2, I can't really tell. 11 passes it over to the corner to the new person, Haley Hall. Haley Hall over to Rayleigh Blackwell, who feeds it into the post. Number 11, Rayleigh Thompson on the floor. But it's going to be a jump ball with Alexis Maudlin. It's going to be Salem's ball underneath their basket. Nope, it's going to be Mitchell's ball. Haley Hall taking it out under their own basket. Haley's looking for someone. They're cutting. And she tries to pass it into number 11. Alexis Maudlin gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds, and Mitchell's going to try again. Coming in for Mitchell is Abigail Fountain, number 15, for Haley Hall, number 0, who will be exiting the game. Mitchell's going to pass it in under their basket. Girls are cutting, and they find number 11 on the left wing, who is Rayleigh Thompson. She shoots the 3, misses, and there's a scuffle for it. Maudlin gets in and tries to get a hand on it. Oh, it's going to be Salem's ball. White, let's see, they call a foul on White, number 2. That's going to be the team's first for this second quarter. Salem passes it into Bat. Bat dribbles up to the right corner, swings it over to Hollowell, who passes it to Redmond, who passes it to Bat. Bat drives in and is fouled on the layup, and she's going to be shooting free throws. Number 15 for Mitchell, Abigail Fountain, is the perpetrator of the foul, and that is in her first free throw attempt, and that is good, giving Salem 18 to Mitchell's 5. Entering the game for Mitchell, number 4 and 5 for 15 and 2. So Abigail, let's see, Gwendolyn Estridge and Asia Saunders entered the game, and coming out was Abigail Fountain. That just sent her second free throw, giving Salem 19. Mitchell has 5. There's 6 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Mitchell's got the ball underneath the basket. feeds it to number 11, Rayleigh Thompson. They're going to call a double dribble on Thompson, and Hadley Keith is re-entering the game, and number 13, Adley Day, is entering for Salem. Coming out are Bat and Redmond. Hadley Keith bringing up the court for Salem, dishes it over to Hollowell. Hollowell drives to the free throw line and shoots, and that is good. That's going to give Salem 21, Mitchell 5, and there's 5:47 left in the second quarter. Mitchell's got the ball on their end. Rayleigh Thompson dribbling in. She shoots kind of a wild shot from about 5 feet in front of the free throw line, and she makes it. So that's going to give Mitchell 7. Hadley Keith bringing it up the court to the left side. Feeds it. Hollowell shoots it. She misses, and Mitchell's got the ball now. There's a loud noise in here. I don't know what that is. Okay, Mitchell, number 11's got the ball. Rayleigh Thompson. She just passes it over to Rayleigh Blackwell in the corner. They feed the post to number 4, Estridge. Estridge kicks it back out. Number 20, Rayleigh Blackwell, got it at the top of the key. Who swings it over to number 5, Saunders. Saunders to the corner. Back to Saunders to the right, top of the key. Number 11 shoots it. That was Rayleigh Thompson, no good. From the three-point line, that's going to be Salem's ball on the opposite end. And re-entering the game are Bat and Redmond for Alexis Maudlin and Hollowell for Salem. 4:41 left in the second quarter. Score is 21-7. Salem ahead. Hadley Keith bringing it up the court. She drives in and shoots in right-handed layup on the left side. She misses. And Mitchell got the ball, the rebound. Paisley Maudlin got the rebound. And Mitchell's got the ball. Number 20 shoots. That's Rayleigh Blackwell. She shoots a 3 and is fouled by, I believe that was Bat. See, number 1, yep. Okay, so Bat got the foul. That was Salem's first team foul for the second quarter. Mitchell's got 2 team fouls, and there's 4:18 left in the second quarter. Salem's got 21. Mitchell has 8 now because Mitchell just made their free throw. All right, she makes the second free throw. That's number 20, Rayleigh Blackwell. And she gets a third because she was fouled on a three-pointer. And she makes the third one also. That's going to give Mitchell 10, Salem 21. And Hadley Keith brings it up the court. She's at the top of the key, trying to find a way in. She passes it off to number 13, who gives it back to Hadley in the left corner, who shoots a 3, and that is good. That's going to give Salem 24, Mitchell 10. And Mitchell's bringing it up the court, number 11. Rayleigh Thompson over to Paisley Maudlin. Back over to Blackwell. Blackwell shoots a 3. It's rebounded by number 4, Eastridge. Number 5, Saunders swings it over to 1. Maudlin, she shoots it from the three-point line. She misses. Hadley Keith gets the rebound, or gets it, runs down the court. She is what looked like fouled by number 11 for Mitchell, but they didn't call it, I don't think. 13 exiting the game for Salem, and 35, that's going to be Cindy Wilson and Adley Day coming out of the game. Salem passing it in. Hadley Keith looking for somebody under their basket, passes it into Bat. Bat picks up her dribble at the top of the key, passes it over to Hollowell, and they're going to call a carry. I guess it looked like she may have carried when she crossed over. So it's going to be Mitchell's ball. They pass it in, and Hadley Keith gets a hand on it, playing pretty good defense. Mitchell's been struggling to get across. And that's going to be number 2, Mitchell. Leanne Thompson has the ball. at the top of the key. She passes it over to Blackwell. Blackwell feeds the post in the Eastridge, and it looks like they are going to call a foul on Salem, Alexis Maudlin. And it's going to be Mitchell's ball. Rayleigh Thompson coming into the game for Paisley Maudlin. Mitchell's taking the ball out under their basket. They're doing a stack and a spread of sorts. Rayleigh Blackwell has the ball, passes it over to Rayleigh Thompson, who feeds it over to Asia Saunders. Saunders shoots it, but it hits the rim, and then the cord's above the backboard, so it's out of bounds, and that's going to be Salem's ball. Maudlin passes it into Hadley Keith, bringing up the court. Everybody else got back, and it's passed over to Redmond, and Redmond is fouled by number 4, number 4, Eastridge. And coming into the game for Mitchell is going to be number 0, Haley Hall, for number 2, Leanne Thompson. Alexis Maudlin throwing the ball in to Hadley Keith. Hadley Keith driving around, passes it over to Redmond. Redmond from the paint turns and scores. That's going to give Salem 26, Mitchell 10. 2:34 left in the second quarter. Mitchell brings it up the court. It's deflected by Redmond. Mitchell gets on the floor. They get the ball back, and number 11 shoots Hadley Keith, and she's fouled on the way up by number 15, Alexis Maudlin. So she's going to get 2 shots here. And it looks like Sydney Wilson's going to come in after this first free throw. That free throw is good. Sydney Wilson entering the game for Alexis Maudlin. She has 2 fouls. Her team has 3 for this quarter. 2:25 left in the second quarter. It's 26-11. Salem Lady Lions leading against the Mitchell Blue Jackets. That free throw is good. That's going to give Mitchell 12 points. Hadley Keith bringing it up the court for Salem. Sydney Wilson screens for her. She passes it to Bat in the left corner. Bat shoots a 3. Doesn't quite get in. It's rebounded by Redmond. Number 11 for Mitchell. Rayleigh Thompson gets a wide stance and trips her. And it looks like they're going to call it a shooting foul, I guess. So that's going to be number 5, Redmond, shooting 2 for Salem. First one is good. That's going to give Salem 27. Mitchell 12. Coming into the game for Mitchell is going to be number 2, Leanne Thompson. She's coming in for number 0, Haley Hall. And Redmond on her second free throw attempt, and that one is good. That gives Salem 28 and Mitchell 12. 2:12 left in the second quarter. Salem is pressing, and Mitchell picked up their dribble under the basket on the far end. They've got it across, and now number 11, let's see, Rayleigh Thompson has the ball. She's driving in and kicks it out on the right corner to Rayleigh Blackwell. Back over to number 2, Leanne Thompson at the top of the key. Over to Rayleigh Thompson, who shoots from the free throw line. Hits the backboard. It's rebounded by Salem. Redmond throws it up the court to Hollowell to the left corner. Hollowell shoots for 3, and it is good. That's Salem 31 and Mitchell 12. 1:27 left in the second quarter. Salem is pressing, and Mitchell's got the ball. Gets it across the half-court line, and that's going to be Mitchell number 5. Asia Saunders tries to pass it across the court to number 20, but it's deflected by Hollowell. Hollowell over to Hadley Keith, who puts in the layup on Salem's end. That's going to give Salem 33, Mitchell 12. There's 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Salem is pressing, and Mitchell gets it across, but it's overthrown. And Sydney Wilson gets the recovery. Hollowell throws it up the court to Bat. Bat tries to feed it into Redmond. The It's a little long. Mitchell's got the ball now. They're bringing it up the court. And number 2, Leanne Thompson has it. She passes it over to number 20, Rayleigh Blackwell. Blackwell to Rayleigh Thompson, who shoots it, airballs it. Then number 2, Leanne Thompson gets the recovery, tries to shoot it, is fouled on the shot by Salem's number 5, that's Redmond. So she's going to shoot 2 with 20 seconds left in the second quarter. So she is on the line, shooting 2, and it looks like Mitchell's preparing some people to sub in. That first free throw is good. Mitchell brings in number 1, 24, for number 4 and 11, so that's going to be Maudlin and Byers, and for Thompson and I don't know who. All right, Salem was a little premature on passing it in. Okay, the second free throw was good for Mitchell. That's 14-33. Salem leading. Salem's bringing up the court with 17 seconds. And Hadley Keith kicks it to the left corner to Hollowell. Hollowell shoots the 3, misses. It's rebounded by Sydney Wilson, who turns and shoots it in the post, and that shot is good. And she's got a defender on her arm. They're going to call the foul. And she's going to have a free throw with 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Going in for Mitchell is going to be number 11 and number 2. And then for Salem, number 13 coming in for 5. That's Adley Day. And for Marissa Redmond. Cindy Wilson with the free throw. That free throw is long. It's rebounded by Mitchell, and Bat accidentally came down and landed upon her, so they're going to call the foul on Bat. And that's going to be Salem's 5th foul, so she's going to be in the bonus. It is 35-14, Salem leading against Mitchell with 8 seconds remaining. And number 1, Paisley Magdalene, is on the line for Mitchell. Mitchell, she shoots, that is good. Her first bonus shot. Oh, I don't know if they do 1-on-1 anymore. Okay, so number 0 enters the game for Mitchell, and 24, that's Haley Hall and Madison Byers, in for Rayleigh Thompson and Leanne Thompson. The second free throw is no good. Mitchell gets the rebound, but Thorpe passes it off to Hadley. Oh, wow, that was nice. Okay, passes it off to Hadley Keith, who dribbles, turns and shoots from the right wing, and that is good, and that's going to give Salem 37, Mitchell 15 going into the third quarter. That looked awesome. Okay, we're going into halftime, and we're going to take a quick break and be back.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
It is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner. Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Paul, a lot happening at the IHSAA volleyball state finals coming up at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Sectional championship Friday coming up in Indiana high school football this weekend. But I want to start this with the soccer state finals that we saw over at Carroll Stadium last week, because not only did we see some terrific games all around, what a way to start on Halloween night with the PK shootout. You were in attendance with that. 24 separate PKs, is that right?
Yeah, 24 separate, and that game actually, historically, is the furthest that we've ever gone into overtime before we were able to declare a winner, and so but there was a lot of drama. You know, the kids, it's the wild world of sports for those people in my age generation. You know, it's certainly the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat at the same time, but man, it was exciting.
Coming up this weekend, Cambridge Fieldhouse, the IHSAA Girls Volleyball State Finals. First time ever in Cambridge. Of course, great partners in the Pacers and the Fever. You guys ready for this one?
Oh, we are. So exciting to be able to play. We consider Gainbridge Field House our home, and it's home to boys and girls basketball and wrestling already. And what's one more sport? And so girls volleyball for the first time. Actually, it'll be the second event with volleyball ever in the history of that field house. And so we're really excited about it.
Class A has Faith Christian against Trinity Lutheran, then it's 2A Benton Central facing Bar Reeve. Class 3A Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger faces off against Roncalli, and then it's a matchup between Carroll Fort Wayne and Plainfield in Class 4A. And all four of those matchups, Paul, it's 4 matches for the price of one all day, and you're talking about the competitiveness of high school volleyball. Anybody that buys a ticket is going to be entertained by all 4 of these games.
Yeah, it's incredible volleyball, and we see this every year. I mean, there are girls that are competing on a national stage that are products of Indiana high school girls basketball. This weekend will certainly not disappoint with the quality of play. And so if you're a volleyball fan from out of the Indianapolis area, it'd be a great pilgrimage to get to Cambridge to watch 4 great volleyball games, and it's back to back to back, and we run 4 in a row. So once you get in there, get your hot dog and your soft drink and some popcorn and sit down and watch incredible volleyball all day long.
It's the Commissioner's Corner. I'm Brendan King with Paul Neidig, the Commissioner of the IHSAA. And Paul, as we hit November, our first Commissioner's Corner this month, before you know it, we're going to be crowning state champions at Lucas Oil Stadium with Sectional Championship Friday coming up this weekend. This thing always flies by, and before you know it, you're going to be handing out medals in downtown Indy at Lucas Oil.
Yeah, we're ready, and we are ready. I know our staff with Robert Falkins and his team have been working hard to prepare this tournament, and it's kind of a all hands on deck season for us. Boy, I also kind of went through. There's going to be some incredible matchups, which only leads to better matchups throughout the rest of the tournament, and so we're excited about it.
Paul, also happening recently, the cross-country state championship meets. As unique of a state final setup as you're going to get. We saw back-to-back champions. We saw first-time champions ever in cross-country. What's the uniqueness of putting all that together?
Well, Brian Lewis does a phenomenal job, and we have its premier cross-country course in Terre Haute, Laverne Gibson, really in the country. And so we're fortunate to be able to go have a showcase there with our state championships. But it's a spectacle, and it's one of those things that if you've never been, just to see the number of schools participating when they come down that initial straightaway and they come to that first corner, just the colors and the excitement and the crowd, it's really a great event. And we're excited to be able to put that on there. And we crown as true state champion. And this year the boys race was one of the closest in history.
Yeah.
And a student that actually attends Springs Valley High School was the winner this year. And so it's truly an opportunity for every school student, no matter what size of school you go to compete for a state championship. And it worked out this year for Springs Valley.
It's the Commissioner's Corner. That's Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, always appreciate the time. We'll look forward to catching up with you again next week.
Very good, Brendan, and thanks for helping us put on a great show and informing our people out there.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community. Hoosier fans, the 2025 Indiana football season continues on with head coach Kurt Signetti leading your Hoosiers on to victory. All remaining home games are sold out for the 2025 season, but don't miss out on your chance to attend more sellouts at Memorial Stadium by purchasing your 2026 Indiana football season tickets today. Call 812-855-4006 or visit IUHoosiers.com. Cheer on your Hoosiers, and thank you to all of our fans who packed the rock.
Move over, Turkey. It's Chicken Month at your Salem and Southern Indiana McDonald's. We're celebrating our favorite chicken items and pairings all month long with unmissable value and bold new flavors. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? At McDonald's, they both come with savings. Grab a $5 sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles extra value meal and an $8 10-piece chicken McNuggets extra value meal for a limited time. National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day, only on November. 9. Celebrate National Fried Chicken Day by scoring a $2 McCrispy sandwich, available for one day, exclusively through the McDonald's app. And be sure and get your chicken sauced up with new Buffalo Ranch sauce. Add our new Buffalo Ranch sauce to any order, or grab a Buffalo Ranch snack wrap, Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich, and Deluxe Bacon Buffalo Ranch McCrispy sandwich. stop by Salem McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or before and after the basketball games this winter. At McDonald's, we're loving it.
At Papa John's, get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order 2 or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium, one-topping pizzas, boneless, or traditional wings, papadillas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic knots, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to watch the game, or you're tailgating at one of the local high schools, or to the IU, Purdue, or Colts games, be sure to take plenty of good food. Check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Call Reese at 812-883-3369 for pickup or delivery, or order online to collect your Papa Rewards. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
We've got 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in halftime of the Salem Lady Lions versus Mitchell Blue Jackets game at Mitchell. Salem is leading Mitchell 37-15. And just some quick announcements for WSLM for the upcoming sports week. On Sunday, November 9th, the Falcons at Colts in Germany is going to be at 9:30 a.m. on WSLM 97.9 FM. Monday, November 10th, Inside IU Basketball is going to be at 7:05 p.m. on WSLM on 97.9 FM. Tuesday, November 11th is Lady Lions versus Crawford County. That is going to be at 7:30 p.m. on WSLM 97.9 FM. Wednesday, November 12th, Milwaukee at IU, 7 p.m. tip-off, 6 p.m. pregame, WSLM 97.9 FM. Thursday, November 13th, Inside IU Football is going to be at 7:05 on WSLM 97.9 FM. And Lady Senators at South Central in Elizabeth is going to be at 12:30 p.m. on WSLM 97.9 FM. Friday, November 14th is going to be the Lady Lions, Salem Lady Lions at Orleans at 7:30 p.m. That'll be on WSLM 97.9 FM. Lady Musketeers versus North Garrison will be that Friday, 7:30 on WSLM 97.9, and Indiana Sports Talk at 9:30 on WSLM 97.9. Saturday, November 15th is going to be Lady Senators at White River Valley. That'll be 12 p.m. on 97.9. Wisconsin at IU. That'll be, I don't know what time this kickoff says, 1 or 2 kickoff. 11 a.m. pregame, and that'll be WSLM 97.9. Purdue at Washington will be 7 p.m. kickoff, and at 6 p.m. pregame, WSLM 12:20 a.m. radio. Indiana Sports Talk at 9:30 p.m. WSLM 97.9. And Sunday, November 16th, Colts will be on a bye week, so there will be no football games. And then stay tuned, and we'll do a few more announcements for this week. Actually, that was next week. And then also, real quick, November 8th, there's going to be a Blessing Those in Need dinner from 12 to 2 p.m. And it's going to bless this season. It says, this holiday season, we would like to bless you with a warm meal and some company. A holiday-style meal can be received in person or delivery and can be set up by pre-ordering through the church office of First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall and Community Center. Come celebrate the holidays with new friends on 200 East Walnut Street, Salem, Indiana, 47167. The phone number, if you have questions, is 812-883-5460. And the game is back on. Salem's got the ball. Number 22, Hollowell shoots the three-pointer from the left wing, and that is good, giving Salem 40. Mitchell has 15. We're in the third quarter with 7:30 left in the game, in the third quarter. Mitchell's got the ball. They pass it up the court to number 15, Abigail Fountain, who shoots it under the basket, and that is good. Salem brings it up the court, passes it to the left corner again to Hollowell, who makes the three in the left corner again, and that's going to give Salem 43, Mitchell 17. Mitchell having trouble getting it up the court. They do cross the half-court line. Number 1 picks up her dribble. That's Moslin. Passes it over to Leanne Thompson. Number 11 shoots the layup. Riley Thompson. It's short. And it's followed up by number 15, Abigail Fountain, who makes the second layup attempt. Salem brings it up the court. Passes it to the corner to Hollowell again. She shoots the three, misses. And they're swinging it around. They got the rebound. Alexis Modlin passes across court to Bat. Bat dribbles in, but it goes off the shoe of Fountain for Mitchell, and Mitchell recovers it. Salem's getting back on defense. Mitchell bringing it up the court. Leanne Thompson passes it over to Rayleigh Thompson, who feeds it into number 1, Paisley Modlin, who shoots it but misses. Alexis Modlin tries to get the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mitchell ball. And number 0, Haley Hall, entering the game for number 15, Abigail Fountain. Mitchell has the ball underneath their basket. Pass it in to Haley Hall, who drops the pass. It goes out of bounds, and that's going to be Salem's ball on the opposite end of their basket. And Alexis Modlin's passing it in. And Hadley Keith bringing it up. Mitchell is back on defense. Hadley Keith passes it over to Redmond. Redmond shoots, misses at the top of the key. It's rebounded by Mitchell. Salem's getting back on defense. Mitchell brings it up the court. Number 2, Leanne Thompson to Paisley Modlin. To number 11, Rayleigh Thompson, who shoots a clean 3, makes it from the top of the key. That's going to give Mitchell 22, Salem 43. Redmond passes to the right corner to Bat. Bat feeds it into Redmond, and he turns under the post and makes it, and that's going to get Salem 45 to 22. And Mitchell bringing it up the court. Salem is not quite back on defense. Alexis Modlin gets a hand and steals it, and she is being pestered by 2 defenders, and she gets around them. I think they called a foul on number 11, Rayleigh Thompson for Mitchell. Entering the game for Mitchell is 15 for 11. That was Abigail Fountain for Rayleigh Thompson. And then for Salem, Sydney Wilson came in for Hadley Keith. And Salem bringing it up the court. Oh, actually, Hollowell. Hollowell's bringing up the court and has it at the top of the key, passes it off to number 5, Redmond, and there was an interference, some people on the floor, and now it's going to be Mitchell's ball. I guess they called that a jump. Yes, they did. Okay, number 1 has the ball. Paisley Modlin passes it over to Leanne Thompson. She passes it up the court to Abigail Fountain under the basket, who turns and shoots it. Misses. It's rebounded by Redmond. Redmond bringing it up the court. Flips ahead to Hollowell. Hollowell dribbles in on the left side. Shoots it short from the paint. And it's rebounded by Wilson, but they called a travel on her. So it's going to be Mitchell's ball. Number 20 for Mitchell, entering the game for 0. That's going to be Rayleigh Blackwell and for Haley Hall. Mitchell passing it in. Salem in a 2-2-1 full court defense. It's passed in, and that's defending her. She bobbles it. It goes out of bounds. That was number 20 for Mitchell, Rayleigh Blackwell. Out of bounds. It's going to be Salem's ball on Salem's end. Alexis Modlin passing it in. Salem's in a stack. Modlin passes it into Bat. Bat drops it out of bounds, and that's going to be Mitchell's ball. Rayleigh Thompson entering the game for Mitchell for number 5, Asia Saunders. And no, Asia Saunders did not go out. Paisley Modlin went out. And I'm saying Maudlin, like Maudlin, because it's easier, but it's spelled Modglin, in case anybody cares. Alright. Black number 35, Cindy Wilson, fouled on a shot. Who was number 15, Abigail Fountain, was shooting, and allegedly Cindy Wilson fouled, so now she's going to go on shooting her first. She misses, and she's going to shoot another one. It's 45-22, Salem leading with 4:29 left in the third quarter. Abigail Fountain attempting her second, and that one is no good. It's rebounded by number 11, Riley Thompson, on Mitchell. She shoots, she misses, but then she's fouled by Salem's number 35. That is Cindy Wilson. That's her second foul, and team second for the third quarter. Number 11, Riley Thompson, shoots her first free throw. She makes it. Going to give Mitchell 23, Salem 45. She's preparing her second free throw. And that one is up, and that one is good. Giving Mitchell 24, Salem 45. Alexis Maudlin passes it up the court to Redmond. Redmond tries to get it to bat, but it's interference by Mitchell. Mitchell bringing it up. They're passing it around under the basket, and Riley Thompson puts it up from the paint, and that is good. Hollowell has the ball at the top of the key. She is at the top, passes it to Sydney Wilson. Wilson back to Hollowell. Hollowell tries to feed it into Redmond in the post, but it goes out of bounds. Number 11, Hadley Keith, entering the game for bat. And it's Mitchell's ball, opposite end of their basket. It is passed in to Leanne Thompson, double teamed by Salem. They do get it across the court. Number 11, Riley Thompson, has the ball, but now Hollowell has it. She passes it ahead to Redmond. It goes off Redmond's hands, out of bounds, and that's going to be Mitchell's ball. 3:44 left in the third quarter. 45-26, Salem ahead. Mitchell has the ball, passes it in. Salem's in a 2-2-1 press. And number 11, Riley Thompson shoots it, and it's deflected by Salem's Alexis Maudlin, I believe. It went out of bounds. It's going to be Mitchell's ball. Number 1, Paisley Maudlin, entering the game for number 15, Abigail Fountain. And Mitchell's got the ball underneath their basket, passing it in. Mitchell's in a stack, screening for each other. Number 20 steps back. Riley Blackwell gets the ball, passes it to the top of the key to Paisley Maudlin, who shoots and misses. And Sydney Wilson gets the rebound, and she is fouled in a double team, and they're going to call the foul on white number 5, Asia Saunders. Team second, Asia Saunders' first foul, and she is now out of the game, and entering in her place, I think, was number 1. No, I don't know who came in. All right, Alexis Maudlin passed it in to Hadley Keith. Hadley Keith over to Hollowell. Hollowell turned to dribble, and it got knocked out of her hands by Mitchell, it looked like, but they're going to call Mitchell's ball on the sideline. Abigail Fountain with the ball, passes it up to Leanne Thompson. Leanne Thompson over to number 11, Riley Thompson. Quick shoots it from the left, top of the key, three-pointer, and that is good. Salem's Hadley Keith has the ball. It's on the right side. She drives baseline, kicks it to Hollowell. Hollowell dribbles it in, kicks it out to Redmond. Redmond feeds the post to Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson shoots, and it is blocked and goes out of bounds. And it's going to be, they called that a foul on number 15, Abigail Fountain. That was her third, and the team's third foul also. for this quarter. Sydney Wilson shoots the first free throw attempt, and that is good. And number 4 for Mitchell coming in for number 15. And Bat came in for Alexis Maudlin for Salem. Sydney Wilson's going to take her second free throw attempt. And it's up, and that is no good. Rebounded by Hadley Keith in the right corner. Hadley Keith to the top of the key, over to Hollowell. Hollowell dribbles in, shoots it from the free throw line. It's no good. Saved from going out of bounds by Redmond. Redmond over to Hollowell in the left corner. Redmond to the top of the key to Bat. Bat over to the right side to Hadley Keith. Hadley Keith feeds it across the court to Hollowell in the left corner. And that is a good three-pointer from the left corner by Hollowell, giving Salem 49, Mitchell 29, with 2:22 left in the third quarter. Salem is in a 2-2-1, I think, press, and number 20 just shot it from the three-point line for Mitchell. That was Rayleigh Blackwell. She missed. Salem Bat got the rebound and dribbled up the court, and there was a floor scuffle of sorts. And now there's been a timeout called, 30 seconds, by, I think, Coach Tomlinson. 2:06 left in the third quarter, 49-29, Salem leading. Salem got 2 team fouls for the third quarter, and Mitchell's got 3. So we're going to go back to some announcements that Becky has sent me. November is Chicken Month at McDonald's. They're celebrating their favorite chicken items and pairings all month long with unmissable value and bold new flavors. For the rest of this week, we've got tomorrow Lady Senators at Linton, 12:30 p.m., WSLM 97.9. Lady Musketeers at Borden, 7:30 p.m., WSLM 97.9. Oh, actually, that got moved to January. Indiana Sports Talk at 9:30 p.m., WSLM 97.9. The game is back on. Mitchell shoots a 3 from the left corner. That is no good. It's rebounded by Hadley Keith. And there's a foul on Mitchell's number 1, Paisley Maudlin. Her second foul, team's 4th for the third quarter. Hadley Keith bringing it up the court for Salem with 1:48 left in the third quarter. Hadley Keith calling out a play. The girls are screaming for each other. Hadley Keith drives it in and pulls it back out. Looking for somebody to, okay, there over to Redmond. Redmond at the top of the key, picked up her dribble, passes it to Sydney Wilson, and there's 4 people on the floor. Jump ball, and it's going to be Salem's under their basket. No, it's going to be Mitchell's. Mitchell, number 11, Rayleigh Thompson, taking it out on the sideline. Oh, everybody on the possession table is pointing to the left, so it is Salem's ball. Alexis Maudlin running to take it out, and it's going to be on Salem's side. Salem's in a stack, and they're cutting to get open. Passed into Redmond. Redmond to the top of the key to Hadley Keith. Over to Bat on the left top of the key. Feeds it into Sydney Wilson. Wilson to the top of the key to Hadley Keith. Shoots the 3, and that is good. Getting Salem 52, Mitchell 29. Mitchell bringing it up the court. Number 2, Leanne Thompson. She feeds it over to the right corner. That is Rayleigh Blackwell. And Alexis Maudlin intercepts that, drives it in, and it's back hit by Rayleigh Thompson. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be Salem's ball. Entering the game is 24 for Mitchell for 4. That's Madison Byers in for, or Eastridge in for Byers. And then Marissa Redmond came out of the game, and somebody came in for her, but I missed it. And the game is still continuing. Number 2, Leanne Thompson with the ball, passes it into 24 into the post to shot and miss. That was Madison Byers. And Bass got the ball. She's bringing it up the court. Passes it over to Hadley Keith at the top of the key. She shoots a three. It's a little long. It's rebounded by Bat. Bat at the top of the key. Passes it over to Hadley Keith. 14 seconds. And Hollowell shoots a three from the right corner. Misses. And now there's a jump ball on the floor between number 2 from Mitchell and Hollowell. That was Leanne Thompson. So, 7 seconds left in the third quarter. And the ball is passed in on the opposite end of Mitchell's basket to Leanne Thompson. 2 seconds. It's passed to the corner. No shot. And that's going to be the conclusion of the third quarter. It is 52-29. Salem leading against the Mitchell Blue Jackets. And I'm going to finish the announcements and go to a quick commercial. Okay, so Saturday, November 8th on WSLM 97.9 is going to be IU at Penn State. 12 p.m. kickoff, at 11 a.m. pregame. Ohio State at Purdue, 1 p.m. kickoff, noon pregame. That's on WSLM, 12:20 a.m. Lady Lions versus Seymour is going to be 7:30 p.m. WSLM 97.9. We will be covering that. I will be. Brock will not be. He will be at a recovery dinner. Some kind of, I don't know what I'm going to, but leaving early so I can cover the game. November 9th, Sunday, is going to be Falcons at Colts in Germany. That'll be 9:30 a.m. WSLM 97.9 FM. And Indiana at Marquette at 1 p.m. tip-off, noon pregame, WSLM 97.9. And that's it for sports in this week. And we'll be returning to the Salem versus Mitchell Blue Jackets game. And right now it's 52-29. The fourth quarter has just begun. Salem's got the ball. Hadley Keith passes it off to Hollowell. Hollowell over to Redmond, who passes it back to Hollowell, who cut under the basket. And it's back to Hadley Keith at the top of the key. Hadley dribbling in, passes it out to Hollowell on the left corner. Hollowell shoots a three. That is good. That's going to give Salem 55 and Mitchell 29. Number 2 for Mitchell has the ball. That is Leanne Thompson. Takes it over to Rayleigh Thompson, who passes to the corner. Rayleigh Blackwell feeds the post. Number 1, Paisley Moglen. Number 11, Rayleigh Thompson passes it up to 1. Paisley Moglen back to Leanne Thompson. 1 with the three-pointer, misses. And number 24 gets the rebound. But it's on the floor. Bat picks it up, recovers it for Salem, passes it up to Alexis Moblin. Over to Redmond, under the basket, passes it to Moblin, who shoots, misses, and Salem gets the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. I don't really know what I just saw, but it's Salem's ball under the basket. They're in a 4-square type of thing. Bat cuts under the basket to the right corner, gets the ball, passes it to the top to Hollowell, over to Hadley Key on the top left. Hadley Key. Hollowell to Bat, over to Alexis Moblin. She shoots, misses. Bat gets the rebound, passes out to Hadley Keith. Hadley Keith in the left corner, over to Hollowell on the free throw line. Shoots, misses, and is rebounded by Moblin, who passes it out to Bat. Bat tries to get it over to Hollowell, but it's intercepted by Rayleigh Blackwell. Dribbles down, shoots a layup, misses. Hadley keeps bringing it up on a fast break. Passes it to Bat. Bat shoots a layup, but they're going to call a charge on her. Rayleigh Thompson was set up on defense and took the charge. And 6:08 left in the fourth quarter. There's going to be an injury on the other end of the court. It looks like she's up and walking. Number 20, Mitchell, is down for a second. The trainer's walking with her. So the teams are in a timeout. I'm not sure if that was an injury timeout or a coach called it, but the refs are telling them to get back to it. So, number 1, Mitchell Paisley Moglen is going to take it out on the baseline opposite of their basket. Salem's back in a 2-3, I guess. And number 2, Leanne Thompson bringing it up the court, passes it over to Rayleigh Thompson on the left. Rayleigh Thompson swings it across court to the right side, Paisley Moglen, and she passes it to number 2, back to Moglen, back to number 2, Leanne Thompson, who feeds the post into Asia Saunders, but it's not quite successful. But number 11 comes in, shoots a layup, and it's bobbled and goes out of bounds on Mitchell, and it's going to be Salem's ball opposite of their court. Opposite of their goal. And number 24 exits the game, and number 15, Abigail Fountain, coming in for her. Hadley Keith bringing it up the court for Salem. She's at the top of the key, drives in, passes to Moglen. Moglen on the left, brings it to the top of the key, drives in, and shoots a layup. And she misses, and it's going to be Salem. It went out of bounds. It's going to be Salem's ball under their basket. And there's 5:21 left in the fourth quarter. It's 55-29. Salem leading against Mitchell. Hadley Keith passes it to a cutting Redmond. Redmond shoots, misses, and it's rebounded by Paisley Moglen. And they blew a whistle, but I don't know if they called a foul. I don't know what happened. But so Moglen just passed it in to number 2, Leanne Thompson. Salem is back in a 2-3. Leanne Thompson at the top of the key, looking for somebody to get open. Passes it over to Moglen. Moglen shoots a 3, airballs it. It's rebounded by Redmond. Redmond bringing it up, sees Hollowell up the court in the right side, but it's overpassed and goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Mitchell's ball on the opposite end of their basket. 4:52 left in the fourth quarter. It looks like the ref is signaling something. Nobody looked, so now the game is on. And number 1 passed it in to Leanne Thompson at the top of the key. She passes it over to Moglen. Moglen driving in. Back to Leanne Thompson in the right corner, who passes it to number 15, Abby Fountain, in the post. Abigail shoots it, is fouled. She misses the shot, but she gets 2 free throws, and that foul was on number 15, Alexis Moglen. That's her third, and Salem's team second for this quarter. Abigail Fountain shoots her first free throw. That one is good, giving Mitchell 30 points. Salem's got 55. 4:35 left in the fourth quarter, and left in the game. Number 15, Abigail Fountain, shooting her second. That one is good, giving Mitchell 31. Alexis Moglen passing it in to Hadley Keith. She's going to bring it up the court. She's at the top of the key. She passes to Redmond on the left, to Hollowell in the corner, back to Hadley Keith in the left corner. Hadley Keith drives in, shoots the layup, makes the layup, and she's fouled from the back on her way in. So that basket's going to be good, and she's going to get a free throw. That gave Salem 57. Mitchell's got 31. And Cindy Wilson is going to come into the game for Alexis Moglen. Moglen out of the game, and number 11 for Mitchell has 4 fouls. That was Rayleigh Thompson. That free throw, Hadley Keith, that one is good. That's going to give Salem 58. And Leanne Thompson brings it up the court, passes it to number 1, who passes it to Rayleigh Thompson. Rayleigh Thompson shoots, misses. Abigail Fountain gets the rebound and passes it into number 2, Leanne Thompson, under the basket, who posted up, turned and shot it and made it. That gives Mitchell 33. And Salem's got 58. Salem gets it at the other end, and it's stolen by number 5, Asia Saunders, who passes it to Leanne Thompson under the basket, who makes it again. And Hadley Keith's going to bring it up the court. 3:41 left in the fourth. 58-35. Salem ahead. Hollowell's got it over to Hadley Keith. Hadley Keith at the top of the key. Over to Hollowell in the corner. Hollowell drives in. Passes it out to Hadley Keith at the top of the key. She shoots a three, misses, and Bat gets the rebound. Puts it back up, misses, and now Mitchell's got the ball. Rayleigh Thompson bringing it up the court, kicking it up to Paisley Modglin, to number 2, Leanne Thompson, over to number 11, Rayleigh Thompson, over to number 5, Asia Saunders, passes it inside to number 1, Paisley Modglin. She shoots it at the free throw line, misses. Hadley Keith's got the ball in a fast break, dribbles in and shoots the layup, and that is good. She shot the layup on the left side with her right hand, and that was good, and gave Salem 60. And Mitchell's got 35. Number 11 just put up a three for Mitchell. That was Rayleigh Thompson. It was no good. I think it was rebounded by number 5, Redmond. And Salem just called a timeout. It looks like it's going to be a full. Salem's got 60. Mitchell's got 35. And there's 2:39 left in the game. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break and come back.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming, but expert relief is closer than you think. SNEC now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, SNEC Neurosurgery and SNEC Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of SNEC Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. SNEC Spine Care Program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads SNEC Orthopedic Spine. Together, these 2 practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's SNEC, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care without having to travel far. Visit SNECmed.org to learn more. SNEC Orthopedic Spine and SNEC Neurosurgery, expert spine care, close to home.
2:35 in the fourth quarter. It's passed in by Salem to Hadley Keith. Hadley Keith over to Hollowell at the top of the key. Shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by number 4 for Mitchell Eastridge. And number 11, Rayleigh Thompson, bringing it up the court. Passes it up to Haley Hall, who tries to feed the post. It's deflected by Salem, but then she tries again, and then it's successful. Number 4, Eastridge, tries to shoot from under the post. She shoots it and is fouled. She misses the shot. She's going to shoot 2. And that foul was on Redmond. That's her third and team third for the fourth quarter. So number 4, Eastridge, is going to shoot her first free throw. It's up. It is no good. And they are moving back to their places. Eastridge with her second attempt. It's up and it's short. Rebounded by Bat. That's going to bring it up the court. She picks up her dribble, passes it over to Hollowell, who swings it to the right side to Hadley Keith. Keith over to Hollowell. Hollowell drives in, shoots it from the paint, misses, gets her own rebound, passes it out to Bat. Bat shoots, misses, and that's rebounded by number 11, Mitchell Rayleigh Thompson, who's going to bring it up the court. And passes over to Asia Saunders. Asia Saunders over to Rayleigh Thompson, who kicks it off to Paisley Modglin. Over to Asia Saunders, over to Haley Hall, who shoots. She's short. And Cindy Wilson gets the rebound, passes it to Bat. Bat over to Keith. Keith bringing it up the court. Drives it all the way in. Passes off to Redmond under the basket. Redmond shoots, and that is good. Salem 62, Mitchell 35 with 1:13 left in the game. Number 11, Rayleigh Thompson over to Asia Saunders. It's intercepted by Man, this is happening quickly. That was intercepted by Redmond. Salem got it down to the end. A shot was attempted. They missed. Rebounded by Mitchell. Mitchell's got the ball now. It's passed over to Asia Saunders, who passes it by the free throw line to number one, Paisley Modlin, who shoots and misses. There's a scuffle for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Salem's putting in a whole fresh new 5. Everybody who is in is out now, and so the new players are going to be number 13, Adley Day, number 3, Paisley Shasteen, Rachel Little, Jenna Little, and Bailey Smith. So we've got one of the Littles just dribbled in, and it was stolen. So now Mitchell Haley Hall has the ball. She's passing it off to Madison Byers, who drives baseline and kicks it out to number 4, Gwendolyn Eastridge, who shoots a 3, misses, and now 25 for Salem passes it to Paisley Shasteen. Number 14, Salem, Rachel Little, she shoots a 3 from the right corner. She misses. It was rebounded by Mitchell. And now the game is over. Salem won 62-35. And that was an awesome game to watch. They look like a completely different team from last year. I do not have the stats, and I do not know if I will have access to the stats. So I'm probably going to go ahead and go to commercial and see if I can grab some stats real quick. I'll be right back.
Hi, this is Becky White at the John Jones GM City dealership in Salem. Let's check in with Caleb Perkaiser for the John Jones Auto Minute.
This is Caleb Perkaiser with John Jones Auto Group. You feel that chill in the air? Fall's finally here. Pumpkin spice, bonfires, and time to make sure your car's ready for the cold. We're helping folks get road ready for cooler weather. With free multi-point inspections and scheduled maintenance, great prices on tires, batteries, and brakes, and service specials that'll keep you rolling all season long. And don't forget our fall sales event with huge savings on Chevy Silverados, Suburbans, and Equinoxes. Yep, whether you're tailgating, leaf piling, or just trying to beat that first frost, John Jones GM City has the deals to keep you comfortable and confident behind the wheel. Plus, we've got locations close to home in Salem, Corden, Scottsburg, and Greenville. John Jones GM City, your hometown dealer for every season. You see so many because they paid so little.
Call today at 812-570-5307 or find them online at johnjonsautogroup.com.
Okay, we got some stats. Sorry about the dead air. Okay, it looks like so Amity Bat was 1 for 6. Field goals. Wait. I'm going to go to break real quick, and then I'll be right back with the stats.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming, but expert relief is closer than you think. SNEC now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, SNEC Neurosurgery and SNEC Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of SNEC Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. SNEC Spine Care Program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads SNEC Orthopedic Spine. Together, these 2 practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's SNEC, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care.
Okay, we've got Amity Bat finished the game with 5 points. Marissa Redmond with 15. Hadley Keith with 15. Kinsley Hollowell with 24. Sydney Wilson with 3. And for Mitchell, Finishing the game, Mob Glen had 1, Leanne Thompson with 6, Saunders with 3, Rayleigh Thompson with 16, Fountain with 6, Blackwell with 3. And that'll be the conclusion of tonight's show. Make sure to tune in this week to WSLM. Have a good night.